Please subscribe.
Respect, in the year 2017, is not earned. It is alternately assigned and rescinded by fanboys and trolls warring on the internet. He who makes the last argument wins. In this deafening digital echo chamber, it appears unlikely that the Audi TT will ever outrun its reputation as a pretty face lacking sports car credibility. Thankfully, that hasn't stopped Audi from trying its damnedest to disprove that notion with its second-generation TT-RS. Armed with a kindergarten classroom's worth of hexagons and trapezoids, plus 400 horsepower from that quintessentially Audi turbocharged inline-five engine, the TT-RS both looks and moves like a sports car. The new RS builds on the 2012 to 2013 TT-RS with one significant difference: the previous model was imported to the United States only with a 6-speed manual gearbox, but the factory in Győr, Hungary, doesn't build them with 3 pedals anymore. A 7-speed dual-clutch automatic is the only transmission. With boost turned up from 18.1 pounds per square inch in the first-gen car to 19.6 pounds per square inch, the inline-five cylinder now makes another 40 horses. At the same time, weight is down, largely due to the aluminum block that replaces the old iron lump. On our scales, the 2018 TT-RS weighed in at 3,270 pounds, 42 less than the outgoing car. Taken together, these 3 attributes, more power, less weight, and an automatic gearbox, make the new TT-RS significantly quicker than its 4.0 to 60 mph predecessor. With the stability control and its sports setting and both pedals depressed, the TT-RS primes its 5-cylinder to 3,500 revolutions per minute. Release the brake, and the all-wheel drive system and Pirelli P0 tires route the peak to work of 354 pounds-to-foot to the pavement with ruthless efficiency. The 5-cylinder issues a fierce, territorial bark, and the dual-clutch gearbox shifts at 6,800 revolutions per minute with both bolt-action speed and balletic race. We photographed the car while it was wearing Continental winter tires but tested it on the Pirelli summer rubber. 60 mph flashes on the digital speedometer just 3.4 seconds after launch, and only for the briefest moment as the TT-RS continues its relentless pace into higher gears. It clears 100 mph in 8.6 seconds and covers the quarter mile at 117 mph in 11.9 seconds. Those numbers place the TT-RS easily in the same league as revered names such as Porsche 718 Cayman S and Chevrolet Corvette Grand Sport. The lofty comparisons fray a bit when you look beyond acceleration figures, though. The RS slaps the skid pad at 0.99 grams of lateral grip. That's respectable in the real world, but it won't turn now. The online when a Corvette Grand Sport can top 1.10 grams. On serpentine back roads, the TT-RS rips around corners with a resolute stability that's characteristic of the entire TT lineage. This trait has benefits. The predictability allows drivers of all skill levels to approach the edge of the RS's capabilities without fear of expensive, pride-busting excursions beyond the limits. And while you're unlikely to encounter a Cayman or a Corvette during the winter months wherever snow falls, the TT-RS is only a set of winter tires away from being a formidable year-round daily driver. But it'd be dishonest if we didn't admit to wanting more excitement from the TT-RS's chassis. And we think Audi is capable of building such a car. The Audi RS3 is offered with an optional tire package that mounts wider rubber on the front axle than the rear. On Audi Sport's smallest hot rod sedan, a 2018 10 Best Cars winner that has the same powertrain as the TT-RS, that staggered configuration gives the car surprisingly neutral handling characteristics. Audi fits 8-piston monoblock brake calipers on the front end of all TT-RS models, with our test example wearing the carbon ceramic front rotors that are part of this $6,000 Dynamic Plus package. Despite this impressive-sounding hardware, we measured an underwhelming 70 mph to 0 stopping distance of 154 feet. We'd expect a car of this caliber to come to a halt about 10 feet sooner, although blame for that rests on the tires and the front heavyweight distribution, 60.7 39.3% front, rear, more than the brakes. At its $65,875 starting price, the TTRS asks for Cayman S and Corvette Grand Sport money, which is exactly where it should be. Even if it doesn't match the Corvette's lateral grip or the Porsche's prestige and handling nuances, the Audi compensates with style and daily driver utility. Unlike the Corvette, the TTRS's $65,000 worth of performance doesn't require an overt sacrifice in interior quality. Quite the opposite. More striking for what has been left out than what's been designed in, the TT's interior is a stylish masterpiece of simplicity and modernity. Audi omitted the infotainment screen that dominates the center stack of nearly every new car and moved the navigation and audio functions into the 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster. The climate controls are neatly integrated into the very vents that warm and cool the cabin, leaving the center stack spare and beautiful. And although cramming so many functions into one screen has the potential to result in an unusable headache, Audi made it remarkably intuitive. The only flaw in the design is that the steering wheel spokes often obscure the rear-view camera display as you back into or out of a parking space. With an engine that pimps with character, a design that uses style inside and out, and feverish straight-line acceleration, the TTRS occupies its own niche within the sports car segment. It's a car worthy of respect, but that's not up to us to decide, is it? That's what the internet comments are for.